Welcome back to BRAP, everyone. It is Wednesday, October the 30th. This month of October has flown by really fast. Yeah. And actually, I'm running a few minutes late because I'm watching the World Series here. I have it playing on the background right now. And the Yankees are up 5-0 on the Los Angeles Dodgers. So Yankees might be making a comeback here. I don't know, down 3-1. Maybe they're go to LA down 3-2. It's not going to be easy for them, I don't think, I have to pull the numbers on being down 3-0 in the World Series. The odds are not in the Yankees' favor still, but you never know, right? That's why you play the game. Giancarlo Stanton just hit another home run, or just hit a home run. It's his 7th home run of the postseason. It's a Yankees single postseason record, believe it or not. Amazing. And then Aaron Judge, his bat woke up today. This evening he hit a home run as well. But yes, as DParo9064 says, hit that like button. And do me a quick favor. I'm going to drop a link in the live chat. Retweet the link. Let everyone know we're live. All right. I do want to say something real quick. This Tuesday is election day, presidential election here in the United States. Go out and vote. Go out and vote. Regardless of whichever candidate you're going to vote for, just go out and vote. I think everyone probably knows who I'm voting for. I'm not voting for the former president. I'm going to vote for a new president. But yeah, go out and vote. Nah, New York wins either way, Gentlestone. That's funny. Yeah, they were the Brooklyn Dodgers at one point. It's amazing. New York had the New York Giants, which are now the San Francisco Giants. And the New York Giants played at the Polo Grounds, literally across the river from where Yankee Stadium sits. That's where the Polo Grounds were, literally across the river. But yeah, the New York had the Yankees, the Dodgers, and the Giants at one time. And the Dodgers played at Ebbets Field. Yes, I did see that fan interference, Mr. Bigglesworth. The only real sport is professional wrestling. Sir, I will not argue that. I love when people are like, oh, professional wrestling's fake. Yeah, look, we understand. Look, it's predetermined. We get that. But the physicality of it is not really that fake. I mean, when you're going through a table, that hurts. Ask the wrestlers who have a hard time. Ask Hulk Hogan, who has a hard time walking. Actually, can walk. Well, he's had surgery. Ask him about all the back surgeries he's had. Oh, Mr. Bigglesworth says, for the first time ever, our family all went out and voted early together. It was like a joyous event. Oh, okay. That's awesome. What, if you don't mind me asking, Mr. Bigglesworth, what was the catalyst for the family to go out and vote together for the first time? Just curious. Not asking for who you voted for. By the way, how about my Washington Commanders? 6-2. They beat B-Money's Chicago Bears. Hope B can join the show today. They beat the Chicago Bears with literally a last second Hail Mary. I didn't think they were going to win the game. At that point I had accepted defeat and was like, you know what? They're not going to win the game. This game's over. They're done. It's a hell of a game. And Jaden Daniels, the legend of Jaden Daniels, he throws the ball deep, gets tipped, touchdown. Washington wins. Phenomenal game. See, that stuff doesn't happen to the Commanders or the Washington Redskins, as they were previously known as the Washington Commanders. That stuff just didn't happen. We're usually on the other side, at least during the Dan Snyder ownership era, the Dan Snyder era as owner. That didn't happen. It happened to us, but it never went in our favor. All right. Anyhow, let's get to some gaming related news. So, a couple things to talk about. We got some numbers coming out of Microsoft. They're talked about their quarter, their financial quarter here. And then the Dragon Age, the Veilguard reviews are out for that. And I'm going to give a just quick snapshot of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. I'm playing the campaign a little bit, not a whole lot, but a little bit, and I like it. I'll talk about that here in a little bit. And then we're discussing, going to discuss another Sony studio being closed. I don't think this one surprises anyone, though. Mr. Berger says, I know people say this as every 4 years. This really reflects the most consequential election of our lifetimes. I don't disagree with that, Mr. Bigglesworth. I think there's quite a bit at stake here. You don't know what you've got till it's gone. And as Americans, we take too much for granted. I don't disagree with that. I think we often take for granted democracy. Our own hubris gets in our own way that somehow we're invincible to tyranny and other things, and that our democracy will always be there. I'm not so sure about that. Not so sure about that. All right, so we have some breaking news here. Oh, by the way, actually, before I do that, I want to talk about Black Ops 6. I have been playing that, and Activision did actually just say that that Black Ops 6 set a new day one and opening weekend records, making it the biggest Call of Duty 3-day opening weekend ever. It also had the highest total PC players during opening weekend in franchise history. This is per Activision. So it's doing really well. I got to say, like, I really like the campaign so far. I think it's got that, that, how do I describe it? That kind of espionage thriller aspect to it. I don't want to get into the story too much. It's good. It's a good popcorn movie, if you will. Good action. Brian, yeah, I don't disagree with you, Brian. He's kind of a South Park joke, right? Yeah, here it is. Actually very good news for Black Ops 6. And I haven't really, Black Ops 6 really hasn't been my thing for quite some time. Like I really haven't, I personally haven't been like vibing with it, I did play the last, I played the Call of Duty Black Ops, the one that was, let me see here. Was it Cold? Which one did I play? Let's see here. Yeah, I played Black Ops Cold War. I did play that actually, and I enjoyed that. It was set in 1981. I played that. I was actually pleasantly surprised by that one. So I did play that. But Black Ops 6, I'm enjoying the story. I like it a lot. I think it's pretty good. Like I said, great action. Some nice visual set pieces. It's a good looking game. Yeah, I haven't played multiplayer, Brian East. I don't know if I'm going to jump on the multiplayer. Yeah, the production quality is really good. Yeah, I'm actually, and I did get it on Game Pass. The best deal in gaming. Did get it on Game Pass. Oh, and the PS5 Pro comes out next week. PS5 Pro's already in retail. I spoke to somebody in retail. They're there already. Mickles, a 20 kill streak, really, Mr. Bigglesworth? That's funny. So look, I'm enjoying it. It's in Game Pass. I played it in Game Pass. So all right. Also, according to Satya Nadella, last week's launch of Black Ops 6 was the biggest Call of Duty release ever, setting a record for day one players as well as Game Pass subscriber ads on launch day. Unit sales on PlayStation and Steam are also up over 60% year over year. It's pretty big. Interesting to see what the Game Pass subscriber ads are going to look like. They didn't give us those numbers, so we don't know. Like, what does that mean? Like, what does that number mean? It could be like 5, 10, 20. We don't know, but regardless, it's set a record for day one players or day one Game Pass subscriber add-ons on launch day. Satya Nadella also said that Game Pass has set a new Q1 record for total revenue and average revenue per subscriber, ARPU, and Microsoft set new records for monthly active users in the quarter as more players than ever play our games across devices and on the Xbox platform. So I'm not surprised that Game Pass set a new Q1 record for total revenue, considering an average revenue per subscriber, considering that they just increased the price of Game Pass. That would be expected. That's why companies do these things, why they increase the price of stuff. So I'm not surprised by that. By the way, folks, I don't mean to walk away. I do need to actually I have to take a call quickly here. I don't mean to be rude. I was hoping one of the other panel members would be here, but I need to step away and take a quick call. I need like a commercial playing in the background or something. I wonder if they could insert ads right now. Yeah, I mean, here done under that, and that's fair. We'll talk about that in just a second when I come back from this call. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, like getting, the challenge will certainly be getting subscribers to stick. Obviously, you want them to stick. I think that's what Microsoft would want, right? Like get them to stick, play more games, continue paying that monthly subscription, that reoccurring revenue. It looks like they got this is great. I mean, for Xbox as a third-party publisher in gaming now, this is a pretty big release for them. Some other numbers came out today. Microsoft. This is the numbers the numbers I just read were from Microsoft's FY25 Q1. They're already in their Q1 for fiscal year 2025. They did say gaming revenue was up 43%, $5.6 billion of total Xbox revenue in the quarter, all from Activision Blizzard. The majority of it's from Activision Blizzard. Say Xbox content services, 61%. Plus 61%. 53% of that's from Activision Blizzard. Xbox hardware down about 29%. I've seen some estimates out there from people saying that about 89% of revenue from Xbox content and services is driven by the Activision Blizzard integration or Activision Blizzard deal. Yeah, that acquisition. So you see the impact potentially of that deal to the Xbox business. Huge. All right. So I do want to go back to what you said here down under, though, about just the challenges, the subscription thing, the churn, if you will. So, but yeah, give me just a second. I unfortunately do need to hop on a call. You guys are probably like, what is BRAP doing? I'm sure some people are going to drop, but I'll be back in a few minutes. Wish I had some elevator music or something to play, but I don't. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that, everyone. I really appreciate that. I did have to take an important call. So sorry about that. You know, as some people may say, BRAP probably went to go, hit the can. No, that's not what I did. The king has returned. Yeah. So yeah, we're talking about, we're discussing Activision Blizzard. I'm sorry. Hold on just a sec here. Hold on. I got to step away again. I'm sorry. All right. Sorry about that. I'm back again. Maybe he'll gain 5 more views. What? Well, there are 50 people here. I actually gained more views when I left, and I was quiet. Maybe I shouldn't talk. Maybe that's a secret. All right, trying to see where I was at here. What was I talking about? BRAP's up 10 viewers since he stopped talking. That's my point. That is my point. Maybe we should have an experiment here. BRAP not talk. See how many more subscribers join the show. Yeah, I was going to talk sales number. You're right. Yeah. So I was just talking about Black Ops 6, things like that. So some of the Microsoft numbers came out. Xbox hardware being down again. I don't think anyone's surprised by that. I mean, again, we talked about it on this show. I mean, that's just, a matter of the byproduct of their strategy, really. But anyhow, all right. So I do want to move on to Dragon Age. Here we go. Dragon Age: The Veilguard currently sits at an 84 Metacritic. That is based on 54 reviews. So 39% of them are positive reviews. The other 8 are mixed. So go down. Eurogamer actually said a fantasy role-playing game of astonishing spectacle. This is the best Dragon Age and perhaps BioWare has ever been. That is pretty lofty. That's a pretty big. That's quite the compliment, right? Considering BioWare's pedigree. And what's up, Capono? What's interesting too is that it's funny. I see the woke grifters. Those people. They were saying things like, "Oh, this game is woke." Clearly, they've never played any of the previous Dragon Age games. That's how you know these people really don't play video games. So I thought that was kind of funny, but yeah. So Eurogamer gave it 100. I'm kind of I'm on the fence if I want to play this game, and I'll tell you why. I thoroughly enjoy the Dragon Age series. I'm backlogged. My time has been more limited, and really because I'm involved in my son's sports, the kids' sports, and I've just rolled off baseball season, coaching baseball. Now I'm in basketball season, coaching that. So my time is not as I don't have as much time as I have had previously to play video games. And, I'm playing Metaphor ReFantazio, which is my game of the year right now. I just started playing Black Ops 6. And it's like, do I want to try to add another game? Probably not. But I am encouraged by some of these reviews. Let's look at GameRank. Gave it 100. Said Dragon Age: The Veilguard certainly closes a chapter for a Dragon Age as a whole. But one can't help but look more brightly at the future. One where BioWare has seemingly broke a curse it has been shackled with for years. As labyrinth as a task it would have seemed, Dragon Age: The Veilguard is a promise to fans. Is a promise to fans that BioWare is one of the best storytellers in the medium, one capable of bombastic gameplay and enthralling narratives that linger for years. And that's the thing, yeah, I saw that, Mr. Bigglesworth. What a boob. Like, you don't do that. Who does that? Who makes up stuff? Like, okay, let's make up a fake NDA. That is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. Like, it's so dumb. Like, I don't get that. Why he would do something like that. I mean, let's just lie about and make up a fake NDA. And someone called him out too. Like, the space bar was still there. Like, you could tell that he typed up this document. Like, just stop. It's so like Mr. Bigglesworth said, it's desperate. It's loser behavior. I'm just gonna throw that word out there. Loser, that capital L, behavior. I'm gonna go on a rant here. We got to do a better job protecting we got to do a better job gatekeeping the community is what I'm saying. So I just, I don't get it. I don't understand. Give me a second here. I'm rummaging through some stuff right now. I just don't understand the need to lie, to make something up like that. So it's so ridiculous. Why? Why are you lying? Let's make up a fake NDA. I'll get him that way. Okay. Like, okay, buddy. Way to go. Anyhow, so back to the Dragon Age, the Veilguard reviews here. I'm trying to read reviews from more notable, reputable websites, at least ones that I'm familiar with. PC Games gave it a 90. Dragon Age, the Veilguard is a fantastic role-playing game with action-packed battles, lots of exploration potential, great characters, an incredible amount of lore and epic stories. Whew. I know Mr. Slomo is going to be happy. Games Radar Plus said gave it a 90. Dragon Age: The Veilguard is an approachable, expansive, action-oriented RPG and feels like a true end to whatever the franchise was before. The book's not finished, but a significant chapter has closed. While Dragon Age: The Veilguard is undoubtedly different in many ways from its predecessors and takes lessons from Mass Effect to heart, there's a lot of love, mechanically and narratively, about the new normal and what is hopefully a foundation of what's to come. It all sounds very encouraging to me. Forbes gave it an 85. Dragon Age: The Veilguard may not be worth an entire decade-long wait, but it's very fun in its own right, a unique exploration of the world, and a new set of memorable characters. All right, so the Dodgers, Mookie Betts is up with the bases loaded. And the Dodgers have scored. Bases loaded still. This is interesting. Oh, tying runner at the plate. He hits this one out. It's going to be a 5-5 game. Oh, see, this is... I should not be watching this right now. You guys are getting like a sports... a sports slash a gaming podcast tonight. Oh, and of course, Freddie Freeman is up, who hit a grand slam game one. All right, I might have to step away and watch this. All right. Let's see here. Trying to see. I know IGN gave it a 9 out of 10. I'm going to read some of the lower scores. Digital Trends gave it a 70. Dragon Age, the Veilguard is a return. I said Veilguard. It's Veilguard. Dragon Age, the Veilguard is returned to form for its once lauded RPG studio that should satiate Dragon Age fans quite well after a decade-long wait. But returning to form and performing and perfecting form are not the same thing. BioWare has plenty of room to regrow as it gets back on track, making the kinds of games RPG fans want them to create. GameSpot gave it a 70 as well. GameSpot, let's see, gave it a 70. Said, all said, none of my complaints detract from the fact that the Veilguard is a mostly sound game that works when you're playing as a class that can take advantage of its combat. I haven't run into any glitches or game-breaking bugs. No side quests that I've completed so far felt obtrusive or too fetch questy. And now that I've distanced myself from the mage, each combat encounter is snappy and avoids feeling too tedious or frustrating. The Veilguard feels like BioWare making a good BioWare game again, and that in itself makes me extraordinarily happy. Oh, so this is the provisional score of 70, not the final review score. Review in progress. Okay. Let's see. VGC gave it a 60. Wow, and just like that, the Dodgers are down by 2. Freddie Freeman just drove in 2 runs. And here we are, 5-3. Top of the 5th inning. Oh, this is this is going to be a hell of a ball game. Freeman just turned on this pitch that was inside. And drove it out to center field, and 2 runners scored. Wow. And Garrett Cole's still in for the Yankees. Wonder if how long they're gonna keep him in for. I mean, he's only the top of the 5th, so technically he'd probably go. I would imagine he'd probably pitch another inning. But Freddie Freeman currently has the most tied for second in most RBIs in World Series history. 12 RBIs at the moment. All right. Anyhow, that's enough of the play-by-play. So VGC gave it a 60. Dragon Age: The Veilguard feels like BioWare playing it too safe. Well, it nails what it does best, like the excellent cast and interpersonal relationships. From a gameplay perspective, it feels out of date. It's interesting. All right, so yeah, it's going to be, I would say, the 60 seems kind of low. I don't know. I didn't play the game, so maybe I shouldn't say that. But I'm just, it's probably going to be a game I check out at some point. Let me know in the live chat what you think. If Arvin mentions the skill up review of Dragon Age is brutal. I did actually read. I think it was ACG. I don't know if it was ACG or someone else had mentioned skill up's review. Wow. And there you have it. The Dodgers have tied the game. The top of the 5th inning. It is tied 5-5. Wow. What a ball game. What a ball game. Top of the fifth, 2 outs, man on second. Oh, my goodness. Mr. Biggerworth says, I'm waiting for Steam reviews. What a hit. This ball went to deep center off the wall. Well, look, I tell you I mean, I guess if you're, Garrett Cole's still in there. I mean, do you pull him at this point? I don't know. I mean, well, no, I don't think you don't pull him. It's 2 outs. Unless he can't punch out the next 2 batters, then maybe you pull him, but 2 outs right now. Let him get out of the inning. Yeah, but Corey Massey, and Arvin, you guys mentioned that Skills review, was brutal. Corey Massey's Skills review made me happy that I don't trust any reviewers or reviewers. Yeah, I don't have a mistrust of reviewers per se. And that's why I always read Metacritic. Look at the aggregate, But let me know what you think in the live chat if you're going to be picking up Dragon Age: The Veilguard. Said I'm going to be holding off for a little bit. I got some other games I need to play, but look, I mean, it looks interesting. I mean, I do like the previous Dragon Age games, so Veilguard. I thought when they revealed it looked interesting. Yeah, and that's fine, Corey. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Buy it, see if you like it. I get it. Wow, he just wow. Wow, the Yankees. Cole just walked somebody else. All right, BRAP, did you see Baldur's Gate 3 is getting PS5 Pro Enhanced? Time to start up another run. Oh, no, Corey. I actually do have a save file on PS5. I'm probably, like 50 hours in the PS5 version? I'd have to go back and look. But it's funny, I do have a save file on PS5 that if I was playing on the PS5 Pro, I could, if I get a PS5 Pro, I could actually, go back and download that save file. So maybe it's one of the best games of the generation, the best game of the generation. Mr. Bigger says I already bought Romancing Saga 2 and haven't started playing it because I'm still trying to finish Vision of Mana. I'm good for now. I hear you, man. By the way, this is probably going to be a short BRAP. I feel like it's a slower news cycle still. I feel like it's been a slower news cycle the last couple of weeks. All right, Garrett Cole. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Got 2 strikes. One more strike, and he's out of the inning. Baseball's nerve-wracking. I love Prawn says, I want to watch baseball BRAP. Makes it sound interesting. All right, Cole is out of the inning after giving up 5 runs. Wow. And the Yankees, I tell you, I thought they went up 5 runs early on. Giancarlo Stanton hit a home run. Aaron Judge hit a home run. Aaron Judge hasn't had a good series, really hasn't had a good playoff run. And he's only hit 2 home runs in playoffs. And Giancarlo Stanton's hit 7. And so, the question for Game 5, at least in my mind, was, is Aaron Judge, is his back going to wake up? He's going to start hitting dingers, and he hit one. But now look, the Dodgers have come back, they tied the game. This is going to be a close one. Oh, is it? I haven't read Jay. I haven't read Skill Up's review, but you're saying there's some performance issues on consoles. Oh, Sam, I didn't know you play. That's awesome. Yeah, I love. My son actually has been playing. He just started playing baseball last spring 2023. Came in very green, and he played in the B League. And he's just, he's good. He's ready to take the next step. That we're going to move him up to A League for spring. So. But yeah, Sam, I had a blast helping out with coaching this year. Yeah, I gotta watch Digital Foundry's performance analysis, Corey. Kind of see what how Veilguard. I kept saying Veilguard performs on consoles. I'm just curious. I'm gonna get on play it on PC anyway, but let me see something real quick. Is it part of EA? Let's see, because I have the EA. Plus or whatever it is. Let me see something here. Hate when I get signed out. What is I don't remember my EA login. That could be a problem. Let's see here. Now they gotta send me a code. I'm trying to log into the EA app, see if because I think Veilguard is going to be there day and date. I just need to double check. Oh, here we go. All right. I got to type in this code here. Yeah, Corey Mass saying it's a solid performing game that apparently either people think is a great game or a crap game, but people talk about it performing looking sus after Digital Foundry did their DF thing for PC and console. Wait a minute. This is my EA account. What is happening here? All right. I don't see. All right. So this is not. I got to look at my. Hold on a sec here. This is going to bug me. I'm trying to log into my EA account. I can't remember it. I'm going to have to do this another time. Yeah, I'm going to have to do this another time. Anyhow, sorry about that. All right. I do want to talk about, so fortunate news. Sony put out a memo yesterday. Eternal email from Herman Hulse. Dear team, today I want to share some important updates from Sony Interactive Entertainment Studio Business Group. We consistently evaluate our games portfolio and status of our projects to ensure we are meeting near and long-term business priorities. As part of our ongoing efforts to strengthen SIE's studio business, we have had to make a difficult decision relating to two of our studios, Neon Koi and Firewalk Studios. Expanding beyond PlayStation devices and crafting engaging online experiences alongside our single-player games are key focal areas for us as we evolve our revenue streams. We need to be strategic, though, in bringing our games to new platforms and recognize when our games fall short of meeting player expectations. While mobile remains a priority growth area for the studio business, we are in the very early stage of our mobile efforts. To achieve success in the area, we need to concentrate on titles that are in line with PlayStation Studios' pedigree and the potential to reach more players globally. With this refocused approach, Neon Koi will close, and its mobile action game will not be moving forward. I want to express my gratitude to everyone at Neon Koi for their hard work and endless passion to innovate. Regarding Firewalk, as announced in early September, certain aspects of Conqueror were exceptional, but others did not land with enough players, and as a result, we took the game offline. We have spent considerable time these past few months exploring all our options. Through much thought, we have determined the best path forward is to permanently sunset the game and close the studio. I want to thank all of Firewalk for their craftsmanship, creative spirit, and dedication. So I don't think anyone's. I'm not surprised by this. I mean, considering the amount invested in Firewalk and the fact that the game just didn't do well. I will say this: I don't like the hyperbolic takes that I've been seeing over this. People saying, "Oh, this is the, Concord's the biggest failure in gaming history." Based on what? Please compare games that have either done. Please show me where this game has done worse for it to take that crown of worst failure ever in gaming. I don't like hyperbolic takes. I think it's stupid. I don't know why people do that. I know why people do it. They do it to grift, to get clicks or channels, to drive engagement. I just think it's stupid. But anyhow, so I can't say that I'm surprised. Yeah, I did. I actually see what you said, Mary Wilcox. I did hear what PC Gamer said about Indiana Jones. Said it plays more like a stealth action game, the vein of like Dishonored. I like Dishonored. If it plays like that, I'm okay. I think people have their hopes that there'd be something along the lines of Uncharted, but it doesn't seem like it's going to be that. But I like Dishonored. I love the stealth elements of Dishonored, but if it's like a Dishonored like Indiana Jones game, that those kind of mechanics, I'm okay with that. But yeah, I have no surprises here. I mean, the game was a commercial failure. There was considerable amount of investment in the studio that just didn't meet expectations. And that's what happens. That's what happens when you're in the business of making video games and the games don't do well. Mr. Bigglesworth, I don't think it's weird. I mean, like, it wasn't a game that really. I mean, why put in more money, right? Yeah, Core Master, I don't agree with you. It's a talking point. It failed. It got canceled. Studio got let go. The biggest failure is crazy talk. I don't disagree. I think it's crazy talk. It's just the kind of hyperbole and hot takes that we have grown accustomed to, unfortunately, for people to drive clicks and views to their channels. But more than anything, I mean, I feel for the people who put in the work, dedication. Creating games is not easy. To put in the work to create games, it's not an easy job. We talked about this number on this show. Only 5% of all video games released are actually financial successes. And out of all the games that are go into development, only 20-25% of those games ever make retail release. So game development's no easy feat. Yeah, we don't usually hear about the failures. I mean, we don't. Neon Koi, the other studio, I had actually never heard of them, so I really wasn't aware what they're working on. But they got canned too. And again, I don't say that to be funny. They got canned. I mean, I feel bad for the developers, and wish them all the best. But yeah, I mean, it's unfortunate. Yeah, mobile game. Yeah, that's right too, Serum. So, but this isn't going to be. I mean, look. I mean, these things happen. It's a business, right? I think people often will take a singular event that happens on PlayStation and say, "Oh, look, they're having problems too." There's a difference between having a singular event versus having reoccurring events across different studios or, across the portfolio. That's different. By the way, did you all see these? I don't know if how many people here listening live are basketball fans. Did you all see the Dwayne Wade statue that the Miami Heat unveiled? It looks nothing like Dwayne Wade. It looks like Lawrence Fishburne. Terrible. I mean, it's just terrible. It looks nothing like him. By the way, please hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Helps out the channel. By the way, everyone, quick programming note. Falky may be joining us perhaps on Friday for a quick BRAP rant. Haven't had Falky on in a while. He may be joining us, so. I might need to find some new regulars, by the way. My panel's missing. They're missing. They're MIA. It's all good. I understand everyone's busy. That Dwayne Wade statue is terrible. It is. Corey, I don't even know, like, I think Dwayne Wade was not happy. He's probably like, what the hell is that? So, all right, everyone. Look, I was hoping we'd have the rest of the panel members tonight. It would have extended the show. We would have had more to talk about, but that's all I have. I'm going to go back and watch the World Series, see if the Los Angeles Dodgers, if they see if the Dodgers come back and win the World Series tonight, or if the Yankees regain the lead and take the series back to Los Angeles. We'll see. It's going to be, I think this is going to be a great game tonight. It's already, I mean, it's a great game now, 5-5. Thank you, Mary. Yeah, Corey, laugh at it in person. Take a picture with it, by the way. But look, I want to thank everyone, all the regulars that are here tonight. Really appreciate the support as always. And do me a favor, hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And subscribe, hit the bell notification so you're alerted when we go live. But we will chat later at another time. And again, give me a follow on X, Twitter _ BRAP _ podcast. And probably back Friday afternoon at some point to do a rant. So, but anyhow, good night, everyone. We will catch you next time.